Pleasant good morning to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughterzinski and Caleb Brown with you live from Booker T. Reddick Field on the campus of Jones High School, where today the Satellite Beach Seahawks are in the 12U Pop Warner Championship semifinals, taking on a formidable foe and a team out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Many consider this team out of Wilmington to be the favorites in this bracket. The other day, they defeated the Ocean Way Buccaneers, the team that defeated Satellite Beach to get to this point. For Satellite Beach, they reached this game on a running clock victory over Truckee on Saturday. So, two teams with big first round wins coming up right now. Satellite Beach with the kickoff. Got your phone out? Set the kickoff for Wilmington will be number 2, who looks like he's about 18. And he puts the ball down, and Colston Patterson covers up. Probably headed out of bounds on that one, but want to take that opportunity to get your hands on the ball as quickly as possible. Another 10:30 start for the Seahawks. And we are underway here. Satellite Beach 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Quarterback will be Noah Flores. He'll have Colston Patterson and Will Copeland in the backfield. Yep. Turns, gives, ball's out. Patterson falls on it. So Colston Patterson picks up his own fumble, and it'll be 2nd down and 8-9 for Satellite Beach. I'd like to welcome Simon Williams, Trent Bryant, Mr. Franco, Eric Batts, Bobby Kuntz, all watching here this morning on Brevard Sports Network. Little flare pass. Copeland gets outside. He's at the 45. Copeland breaks it across the 50 and into Wilmington, North Carolina territory. And the Satellite Beach Seahawks with an outstanding game plan to start. Little flare pass to Copeland, and it's 1st and 10 for the Seahawks on the 47-yard line of Wilmington Beach. Flores from the gun, Copeland and Colston Patterson in the backfield. This time Flores on an RPO keeper. He gets outside. They grab him by the hand. Flores fights through it, and Flores picks up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Check that, 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. And down the field march the Seahawks of Satellite Beach. I'd like to welcome all of you watching here this morning. Like to thank the Gridiron Mamas, classy until kickoff. I don't think I got it. I forgot to load it up, but yeah. Flores under pressure. He won't get out of this one, and down for a sack goes Noah Flores. That's a rarity. You just don't see that every day, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Satellite Beach. Like to also welcome in Susan Jenkins, James Dorsum, Dave Black. Dave's cheering for the Seahawks from Emerald Isle, North Carolina. Not far from where this other team hails from. This one goes to Colston Patterson. Patterson just trucking over Wilmington players, but I'm not so sure. Patterson, I love the way Patterson runs. The one setback to that is that he likes to hit other people. Had he cut outside, he could still potentially be running. Now it's 4th and 2. Sometimes you got to avoid the hit to take the yards, and that was a perfect example of that. And in big games like that, 3-4 yards make all the difference. Flores, straight blitz, screen pass, intercepted, and all the way back for a pick 6 will go Wilmington, North Carolina. And a promising drive ends in the blink of an eye on a screen pass that was overthrown to Copeland and a 55-yard interception return for a touchdown has Wilmington up 6-0 with 7:06 to play in the first. Well, that escalated in a hurry. An early Christmas present for Wilmington. That is the one thing that Satellite Beach has done that they just cannot do today. And that's turn the football over. They go for one, turns, gives, straight up the gut. And the referee says, indeed, they are in for one. So, with 7:06 to play in the first quarter, Satellite Beach got to shake it off. They have done this essentially throughout the playoffs. They've fallen behind. They've come back. They've won big games. You got to have a short memory to win championships. And we'll see how short the memory of the Seahawks is here on this next possession as Wilmington leads it 7-0. Number 2 set the kickoff, and I mean, it wasn't really anything spectacular with what the guy did with the pick six. I mean, he put it right into his arms, and there was just nobody there. Instead of trying to get fancy with it, he did just that. He ran north and south with it. As we are set for the kickoff here. And that one into the hands of the returner to the 40. Cuts it back out. Oh, he'll be brought down at the Satellite Beach Seahawk 44-yard line. Noah Corvo with the return. .6:45 to go first quarter on the campus of Jones High School. Right in the distance is Camping World Stadium, where the championship for 12U will take place on Friday. 1st and 10. Snap, turns, fires, throws. Corvo with it. Tries to cut outside, but too much speed. And he's brought down by the young man that returned the ball for an interception, number 3. And it'll be 2nd down and 12, maybe 11 now. Actually, a generous spot there. So 2nd, about a 10.5. Flores turns, gives to Colston Patterson. Straight up the middle, Patterson. And Colston Patterson with a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 5. You know, I would think Satellite Beach, last night you saw the New England Patriots, 48 plays on offense. They ran the football 45 times. And they did that because of weather. But Satellite Beach may want to think about something like that today just to keep the offense of Wilmington off the field. 3rd down, whistles, and we're going to get a false start here. Or actually, we're going to get too many men on the field is what it's going to be. That's going to be against Wilmington, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down. No, I'm not going to downplay a good play. I said he caught the ball and ran it back. Jump off if you don't like my commentary. 1st and 10. Straight up the gut. .445 to play now. Second and 9. for Satellite Beach. Flores turns, gives, nope, keeps it himself. Good read, but the speed. You're going to have to go north and south on this team today. Trying to go east and west. Even Noah Flores, who, is arguably one of the fastest kids you'll see at the 12U age bracket. These young men are going to be able to keep up with him all day long. So you're going to have to find holes north and south. Third down and 8. Ball at the 47. That's going to be, we'll see if somebody moved or if it's an offsides. It's going to be an offside, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So Wilmington with 10 yards in penalties on this drive at the moment. That'll bring up third down and short. And you got to think this is 2-down territory for Wilmington or for Satellite Beach. And looks like we'll get a water break on the field. To welcome in Coach Franco watching. Congratulations to Coach Franco. I'm just going to get rid of dude now. There we go. I feel like listening to him all day. What are you looking for? It's in there. I'll find it. Third down and 3 now. Flores turns, fires. Patterson. That's a loud, no, incomplete pass. Fourth down and 3 yards to go. Flores going to keep shot. Yep. Cuts it back. Nice move. But again, that speed right there. That's a good football team out there right now. And that'll be a turnover on down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Wilmington. And this will be our first opportunity to get a look at their offense. And they held Ocean Way to 6 points defensively the other day and put up 26 on them. Now, I really felt like Satellite Beach had outplayed Ocean Way in that game, in that regional championship, but 6 or 4 or 5 turnovers in that one was really the difference. 1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Turns, gives straight up the middle, and that'll be a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 now for Wilmington. I'd mentioned Coach Franco before. And I just want to say congratulations to Coach Franco, the offensive coordinator for the Cocoa Tigers. He'll be heading down to Fort Lauderdale next week for state championships. So congratulations, Coach. 2nd and 3 for Wilmington. Turns, gives, cuts back. Good move. Flores sticks him. He'll be short. 3rd and 2. Good play defensively by Satellite Beach. Ooh. So they mark it beyond the first down marker, so it'll be 1st and 10 at about the 50. Don't know about that spot, but take the good with the bad. And it is 1st and 10 at the 49. The fans are on their feet. Turns, gives to the up back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of 3. So that'll be second down and 7 now for for Wilmington. Two outstanding football teams in the Final Four here in the 12U. Quick pitch, trying to get outside, turns the corner, and that'll be a gain of 2, so that'll bring up a third down, and actually they only gave him 1, so it'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Wilmington. And much the same as we said about Satellite Beach, not going to be able to run east and west on Wilmington. Same will hold true for Wilmington. They'll get those big plays outside, but for the most part, it won't be there all day. Third and 5. I would imagine 2-down territory. Straight up the gut. Good run. Still on his feet, and the referee will mark that ball out beyond the 40, and that'll be marked at the Satellite 38. Good run up the middle, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Wilmington, North Carolina at the Satellite Beach 38-yard line. 7-0. A pick 6 on the Seahawks opening possession as Wilmington up. The size advantage on the offensive line rests with Wilmington. You can look on your screen and see that. Turns, gives, cuts it back, still on his feet. Great move. Brought down by Noah Flores. That was a great stutter step by number 3 there to cut it back outside. And that'll take, is that the horn? Yeah, that's the end of the first quarter. So we'll step aside. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Wilmington on top, 7-0.
This is homeowner Harry. He's a family man, and today he's examining his utility bills. He's wondering why his utility costs, especially the cost of energy, is so high. He wishes there was an alternative that could cost him lower than his present bills. Luckily for him, there is. Here's Dan from Sun Shop at his door. Dan has come to explain to him how going solar can help him lower his utility cost and solve his worries. Homeowner Harry lets Dan in, and he explains to him how the sun will fuel his home when he goes solar. Dan also breaks everything down to him on how his bills would be lower, and he'll be helping the planet in his own little way at the same time. He was pleased with all what he has heard about going solar with Sun Shop. Thanks to Dan from Sun Shop, his home is now powered by solar. And now he's all smiles and happy. No worries for him, as he's now in control of his monthly utility bills. Contact Dan with Sun Shop below today to go solar too.
All right, welcome back here to Booker T. Reddick Field on the campus of Jones High School in Orlando, Florida, just about half mile south of the Citrus Bowl, as Wilmington, North Carolina, 2nd and 1 now. Ball just outside the Gridiron Mama red zone, and that play has picked up no less than 6 yards every time they have run it up the gut. And that time it is good for another Wilmington first down. I'm sorry, I said inside the Gridiron Mama red zone. The ball is not. It is being placed at the 25. My apologies for that. Last time I was over here was to see Coco play Jones a couple of years ago. Satellite defense got to buckle up here. Turns, quick pitch to number 3. He bumps it outside. Flores there, textbook tackle. And that'll be 2nd down and 7 now. I tell you what, if Flores doesn't get him, that's 6. That is 6. Young man's got some moves out there. I think if I'm the coach, I'm just telling the DNs to seal and keep that play inside, cutting down the amount of space it requires to tackle the Wilmington backs. 2nd down and 6. I formation. Again, straight up the middle, just getting right behind his center and powering. That's a straight power play. And that'll be 3rd down and 1. And I don't see any reason why we won't see that same play again here. Ball now definitely inside the Gridiron Mama red zone. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown with you on a pretty foggy drive over here. Central Florida morning. And that'll be a 1st down. $7:40 to play here. 7:28 to play here in the first half. 7-0 Wilmington, but driving. First and 10. Give his to 3. Slices and dices. He'll be brought down. First on the scene there was number 81 for Satellite Beach. That is Samuel Osborne. Whistles. And this is going to be a false start. And that'll back them up 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down now. Not a goal to go situation yet. They can get a 1st down. So officially it's 2nd and 11. Apologize for all the vibrating in the camera. Two wide receivers split wide right for Wilmington. We've not seen them attempt to pass yet. Turns, gives. Number 3 will be stopped. Good job by Colston Patterson as he got into the backfield and brought down, grabbed him by his ankle and brought down number 3. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11. This would be a huge stop for the Seahawks if they can get it here. 2 downs left to try. Third and 10 now. Big stop needed here, but the Seahawks are going to have 2 of them here. 11 yards to go for a Wilmington, North Carolina 1st down. Let's see. Straight I formation, doubles now left, turns, quarterback, first pass of the game, wide open, but he overthrows him. And that'll be 4th down. The receiver was wide open. wide open, and he just overthrew him. That's a break. Now the Seahawks need to capitalize on that with a fourth down stop here. So we know they can throw the ball. He's a left-handed quarterback. Colston Patterson lining up over that right tackle. Doubles a switch to the left now. This is going to be a straight power. We're going to get a timeout. And I think who called that timeout? You can see what they're doing. They're lining up. Say hello to Arlene Flores from Guam today. When they line up those doubles, those doubles are the key to where they're running a football. Watch. This is going to be a quick pitch left. When they line them up, when they split them out, then it's the power up the middle. Now they're split right, so they may come near side here with a quick pitch to number 3 to try to turn the corner. What do I know? I'm just guessing. Now they got a man in motion, so watch out here. There's the quick pitch. The trick play, throws, caught, dropped, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The play was there, and the one thing you can't do is what number 3 is doing, and that's chastising his teammate. We all make mistakes. You live to play another play. It was a great play by number 3. They had the perfect play call for that situation. He just dropped the football. I'm not even so sure the Seahawks didn't catch a break there and it wasn't a fumble because I thought he caught the ball. He just didn't bring it all the way into his body. So take the incomplete pass. So what threw me off? What?
I mean, you were initially right.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that threw me off. When they sent the guy in motion, right? That's when you knew something different was coming up. But you knew the quick pitch was coming.
Great play design, though, by the way.
Oh, it was. It was. It was a good play design. They just didn't execute it. All right, so Satellite Beach now with 5:48 to play here in the first half. I think that scoreboard could definitely use a change of bulbs.
I'm like, you're doing a better job reading it than I am. I didn't know it was working.
I didn't either because I asked her. I was like, "What's up with the scoreboard?" She's like, "Oh, it's working." What?
I know it's working, and I still can't read it.
Right. First and 10, Flores alone in the backfield, and that's going to be offsides. Or they got 12 guys on the field. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 12 guys on the field again. No, they got 11. No, they went offsides. My bad. He's signaling at the shoulder. You see that? So it's 1st and 5 now. Flores, Copeland in motion, jet sweep. The big Will. Will gets outside. He's got room. Turns the corner. Copeland still on his feet. Nice run by Will Copeland. Gets all the way out to about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Satellite Beach. $5:20 to play here in the first half. 7-0 Wilmington. Satellite Seahawks defense bent, but it did not break. Ball at the 35-yard line. Flores with Patterson and Copeland behind him. Turns. Keeps it. Nice RPO. He pulled it back. He'll pick up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Actually, they only give him 3 So 2nd and 7. Coach Jamie down there giving the play call. This time Copeland in the slot. He'll come in motion. Flores, little screen pass to Copeland. They read it perfectly. But Colston Patterson slips the first tackle, gets outside. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for Satellite Beach. 4:35 to play in the opening half. Flores from the gun. This time gives it to Patterson. Patterson pushed out beyond the first down marker. Colston Patterson with a good run, and that'll be more than enough for a Satellite Beach Seahawk first down. The ball just shy of the 50 at about the 46-47. 1st and 10 now. This time, Copeland in the slot. And they read that perfectly. Great read by number 38 from Wilmington. And that'll be a loss of 3, bringing up 2nd down and about 14-4. Call it 4, 2nd and 14. Just an outstanding read. Good first step off the line of scrimmage. Good play by that young man. This is where I'd like to see something to Copeland down the middle of the field. If you look at the size mismatch, look at the safety. The safety is 6 inches shorter than Copeland. And there he goes across the middle, Copeland with it. Number 3 hangs on for dear life. Copeland gets the ball all the way down to the 45. That'll bring up 3rd and about 2. He just hung on to Copeland's waist, and Copeland took him. Well, that's what you do when the guy's twice your size. You hang on and let your teammates come in and help finish it off. Unfortunately for him, that didn't happen for about 2 yards.
He went for a nice
He was Copeland's waist cape. 3rd down and 2, whistle, and that's a false start. And that'll back up Satellite Beach 5 yards. That'll be their first penalty of the game. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 now for the Seahawks. Third and 8. Flores under pressure throws. Copeland caught! What a goal! He dropped it. Copeland dropped it. Thought he had it. And he fell on the ball. That's a bad place to fall on that ball. Nice job by Copeland. I go right back to it. It's there. It's there. It is there. I want you right now, show the secondary. The size advantage for Satellite Beach and that secondary of Wilmington is tremendous. And not just with Copeland. Turns, gives to Patterson. Patterson, he's got to get outside, turns the corner. And Colston Patterson with a gain of 15 and a Seahawk first down. Great run by Colston Patterson. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Ball at the Wilmington 37. Flores right back to it, keeps. Nice block by Copeland. And Flores is turned backwards and taken down after a gain of 2, 3, 4. Make it 2nd and 6 now for the Seahawks. Ball at the 33. 1:45 to go. Satellite Beach is that's the other area I'd like to see him get a little bit more efficient at is time management here. Clock management, whistles, and a timeout, I think. Yep. Wilmington wants a timeout. That's a good, smart timeout because I'm going to tell you what was going to happen there if we're going back to that Copeland play.
Only that Copeland play was going in the end zone that time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's there, and they all, like I said, and I don't mean to harp on it, but they do have a considerable size advantage in that secondary. Jaden Hassan split near side. Copeland in the slot, far side. Patterson next to Flores. Once the ball turns, and he's got room down the sidelines. He just lowers his shoulder. He lowered the boom on number 30, gets out of bounds, stops the clock with under a minute to play. We're going to get a penalty here. What's the penalty? Tell me it's not a hold on the far side of the field. Illegal shift. I didn't see anybody move, but I what is this? Can somebody tell me what this is?
That usually is a substitution penalty.
That's what I thought. He does it on every penalty. It's like he's flexing. 2nd and 11 now as the ball is backed up. Flores looks. There it is. Oh, he overthrew it. Will Copeland stop running? He just quit running on the play, and I don't know if there's a mix-up in the pattern, but it was there. And then all of a sudden, Copeland just stopped. 3rd and 11. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. We'll take a break. 3rd and 11. Flores from the gun, straight up the gut, and that's not going to be there. That's just not there for the Seahawks today. Number 38, I should say, is a dominant defensive lineman. He has controlled the line of scrimmage all day for Wilmington, and Satellite Beach has done an outstanding job of staying away from him, keeping him contained inside, but you can't run at him. 3rd and 10. All right, 4th and 10 now for Satellite Beach. 38 seconds to play, I think, in the first half. I don't see a 1 up there, so I'm guessing that's a 3 and an 8. In trouble is Flores. He's got room. He's got to stop dropping throws. This is a jump ball. Oh, my. You know what? It wasn't Wilmington that broke the pass up on that one. It was what happened there were two receivers. Jaden Hassan got his hands up, and it went off of Hassan's hands, but it looked like it was going right into Copeland's. Yeah, that was something was amiss there because you should never have two wide receivers standing in the same exact place. So, all right, what cannot happen here is Satellite Beach cannot let up a big play here with just 30 some seconds to play in the half. They have got to keep Wilmington off the scoreboard. All too often in Pop Warner football, you see these big plays at the end of halves that just turn games on their heads. That can't happen here. Arlene says, Alan, we love them rips. Yeah, we do. And this young man is fighting for yards. He's a baller. Second and 4. Timeout for Wilmington here with 12 seconds to play in the half. They believe they can make that big play. So do I. What I would do defensively is I'd take Noah Flores and I'd put him at about the 30. Just don't let anybody behind you, son. Whatever you do, keep everything in front of you. Second and 4 now for Wilmington, but down in distance is irrelevant. Really, what you're looking at is second and 45 or second. Yeah, I'm sorry, second and 55 because that's how many yards it is to the end zone. So, I mean, they can pick up a first down, but what does it mean? And here comes Wilmington. And Flores is deep. He's standing at the 30. Check that, the 45. Offsides. Won't be called. He gets outside. Back's trying to get around the corner. He gets nowhere but outside. Good job by Satellite Beach on that pursuit. But that's a first down. The clock is stopped, and they will get an opportunity to run another play. They'll probably run the same play to the strong side of the field. Look for that quick pitch to number 3, and here's hoping he cannot turn that corner. Satellite Beach has got to get this stop. Ball's at the 48. 6 seconds. Quarterback throws. Intercepted, and Satellite Beach will get the stop. And there are 0.2 seconds to go in the half. If they took a shot, nothing wrong with that.
On Satellite Beach, I just take the knee, go make your adjustment.
Yeah, if I'm Satellite Beach, I take a knee, get out. You're only trailing 7-0 at the half, and the only reason you're trailing is because of a pick six. You just got to be thrilled with where you're at going into the second half. I believe Satellite Beach has one of the best coaching staffs, and they're not going to do that. Flores gets outside. He's going to keep it. And that will take us to the end of the first half. Nice first half by the Satellite Beach Seahawks. Although they trail on a pick six, 7-0. We'll be back with the start of the second half in about 10 minutes. All right, welcome back here to Booker T. Reddick Field on the campus of Jones High School. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown with you as we get set for second half action. The Seahawks will kick off. And Satellite Beach, really, I think, with some opportunities here in the second half. I think first and foremost, if you're coming out of the half and you look at what you had in that first half, I think they've got a total size advantage in the Wilmington secondary. We'll see if Coach Jamie elects to take advantage of that as well. But so far, outside of the pick six, this would be a nothing game. But turnovers will kill you, and turnovers for touchdowns especially. And that's what we have as the difference in this one. 7-0 Wilmington as we get set for second half action as Joseph Colombo will kick it off. If you would, I think you saw the graphic up at halftime. We got to get to 1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you could help us do that, we can start streaming there. We really like to do that. Corvo misses the tackle and down the sidelines out to the 43, cuts it back, and he is tripped up. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for True Houston, that was 6. There's a flag. That's a hold. It's coming back. And so that'll back them up 10 yards. And there you saw the perfect example why you cannot let their playmakers get in space. First and 11. Should be first and 10. I'm not sure why the chains aren't backed up. And they're going to back them up. Okay, now they just didn't set them yet. So that's a costly penalty as the ball will be placed at the Wilmington 40 following the hold on the opening kickoff. So it's first and 10 for Wilmington. Wilmington in dark green, moving left to right on your hand. Ma'am, if you want to use your cowbell, you can. Okay. Stands are getting loud. Turns straight up to gut. That's number 1, still on his feet. And down he goes. He'll pick up 5. You know, I think if I'm a defender on that play, I think what I'm doing is I'm looking at my partner next to me going, if he comes at us, you tackle him, I'm going to tackle the ball. Right, yeah. I'm going to go for that ball. But you got to make sure you have the ball carrier wrapped up first. Second and 5 for Wilmington. Turns, this time to give us the 3. He stops on a dime, cuts back. He's still on his feet, and still on his feet. And down the sidelines, out of bounds. He steps, but that is just a total athletic run by number 3. He stopped, Barry Sanders-esque, if you will, and cut back and picked up 23 for a Wilmington first down. And that is what they need to do. Satellite Beach last time defensively on a long drive by Wilmington. Bent, but they didn't break. Bending here to start the second half. Let's see if they can hold strong. So it'll be first and 10, ball at the 30-yard line of the Seahawks. I formation, power. Look for that quick pitch to the other side. Quarterback. Nope. And Flores on a run blitz that time. No, that wasn't Flores. Check that. Yeah, he's flexing a little bit there. That was Trey Sauer who got in there, 35 or 36. That's Sauer. Nice job by Sauer. And that'll be a loss of 1. All right, so that's the first time they ran that ball up the middle to the deep back from that formation today. 8:45 to play in the third. Here's the first set we've seen all day. three wide receivers to the left, one back in the backfield. The give is to the back straight up the middle, and he'll be stopped for a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 7. 3rd and 7. Check that. 3rd and 7. So we've seen 2 formations already here in the second half that we did not see in the first half that Wilmington has run. This is 4-down territory, so they got 2 downs here to pick up the needed. Now that's marked 6 yards. 6 yards to go. 3rd and 6. Trips left. Again, up the gut, and again, Satellite is there to stop forward progress for maybe a gain of a yard, yard and a half. And it'll be 4th and 5 now. And this is a huge 4th down for Satellite. $7:45 to play, 3rd quarter. Ball placed spot on the 25, just outside the Gridiron Mama red zone. I formation, doubles to the right. Quarterback under center. 4th and 3, they call it. And this time the give is the 3, and he's got a 1st down, and he'll pick up 5. And that'll move the change. And the ball is, actually it's a gain of 6. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the, I was thinking about the 21, gain of 5. Right now, this is what you call death by 1,000 paper cuts. You hate to see it, but you got to stop it. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 18. Now inside the Gridiron Mama red zone. I formation. This time the give is to number 3, and Big Will Copeland comes in and brings him to the ground after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Well, we know they don't have a kicking game because they didn't kick the field goal earlier, so that's not even an option. This is a touchdown or bust, and the last time they got down here, they had some confusion in their offense. Let's see if they've cleaned that up. And Satellite Beach held them the last time they were down here. This is 2nd down and 8. Seahawks really could use a turnover here. Nice job. Read it beautifully. Did Satellite Beach. And a flock of Seahawks get in there and make that stop. Last off the pile was number 27. Brody Grennan, I believe. All right, this is mano-a-mano, athlete on athlete here. 3rd and 7 now for Wilmington. They've not turned the ball over today. They've committed some costly penalties on themselves. But so far, other than the kickoff where they had a holding penalty, a perfect drive to start the second half. 2 wide receivers to the left, I formation. Number 2, the quarterback under center. Satellite Beach showing blitz off the edge. They bring it. Quarterback rolls left. Satellite Beach has it read perfectly. And that is just a beautiful, beautiful job over there by True Houston. Houston read it perfectly and stopped the quarterback for no gain. 4th and 8. 4th and 7. And you can see the defensive coach telling them, pointing to this wide side of the field here, they are going to come this way. You have got to seal that off and cut them back. You got to turn those backs right into Copeland, and Noah Flores has got to come up and make a big pop here. 4th and 7. For all intent and purpose, I know it's early 3rd quarter, but this could really be the turning point in the game. Confusion on the delay. He gets outside. And he's got a first down. Is he in the end zone? Nope, but he's out at the 1. And he stopped at the line of scrimmage. He almost looked like O.J. Ross there when he stopped. He stopped at the line of scrimmage, didn't see anything, and then cut it back to the right. Good read by the running back, and we will get a water break timeout, and we are already down to 4:34 to play here in the third. Big time conversion on 4th and 8 for Wilmington. The camera keeps shaking because we're in the stands, and the stands keep shaking, so our apologies for that. There's not a lot we can do about it. We're doing our best. All right, this will be first and goal to go for Wilmington. I would just look for the straight handoff up the middle here. I can't imagine. Unless they want number 3 to finish the drive. He straight up the middle and in for a Wilmington touchdown. And that's a big one, is number 1. And with 4:27 to play, it's 13-0 Wilmington. Sorry. All right, it's all right. Satellite Beach just got to answer. They got to answer. And it's there. It's there for them. On the 2-point try, still on his feet. He just gets in behind his center. I don't think he got it. Forward progress is stopped, and they'll say that the conversion is no good. So, with 4:17 to go in the third quarter, it's 13-0 Wilmington on top. This is still not anything Satellite Beach hasn't overcome in the playoffs yet. It's not. So they're still very much in this. They are going to have to figure out how to shorten those drives, though, by Wilmington. Because that was a 5.5-minute drive to start the third quarter. They can't let that happen again. 12-play drive. That, at this level, with no penalties and no turnovers, is ultra impressive. That's why they're here, and that's why Satellite Beach is here, because they do those things. Two well-coached teams. If you're a Merritt Island fan, get a good look at that green uniform. You'll see it next week. Two teams in the state championship. Got to come up with this. Somebody's got to come up with this, and that's a good job there by Colton Brown to just fall on it. And that's good field position. They, I think Wilmington did them a favor with that. I do. You know what? I do take a shot here. I give it a try. Look at that secondary. Look at the size of the DBs. Copeland. I mean, just not even take Copeland out of the equation. You still have a substantial size advantage there. Brady Buchanan split wide right there. He's taller than a DB. Flores, good keep. Oh, my. And that young man there, we've talked about him the entire game. He has controlled that line of scrimmage on both sides. Number 38. Reminds me of Day-Day White. See him? He's quick. Young man that big, that age, shouldn't be that fast. He's probably already got 15 D1 offers.
Nick Saban just wrote him a letter.
Yeah, Nick Saban just wrote him a letter. Flores gets outside. Didn't read the block on that one. And needed to go inside. Noah went out. And that forces him out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 8. What a year for that young man. I mean, some of the plays that Noah Flores has made this year still have me in awe.
Should have been 12, 15-yard losses.
I mean, it's just incredible the talent that this young man has. Actually, check that 3rd and 8. Flores from the gun steps back, steps up, and he'll be sacked. Smart to just hang on to it, and that'll bring up 4th and 12. And right now, all the momentum lies with the team in the green. With 2:05 to play in the 3rd. Yeah, I agree. I agree with it. I think you got to go here. I think you got to. I just do.
No.
Yeah. Well, Flores from the gun, Copeland. And Noah tries to get outside, and these guys are as fast as he is, and they'll bring him down, and that'll be a turnover on downs, and the tide is turning here. Good defensive series for Wilmington, and with 1:34 to play in the 3rd, they'll take over 1st and 10 at the Satellite Beach 41-yard line. So I know they have not shown an ability to throw the football here, but they have run 2 trick plays. I wouldn't be surprised to try to see one here to maybe put a nail in the coffin of the Seahawks. I formation, doubles right, straight up the gut. This time it's number 25. Not number 1 carrying the ball. He'll pick up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Coming up at 2:30 today, we'll continue our out-of-state coverage. For those of you that have tuned in, supporting the Satellite Beach Seahawks from Portage, Indiana, we'll have Portage and Far West Pop Warner. Those back in Brevard County, it's an opportunity to see one of the juggernauts and Pop Warner in this country in Far West. Far West has won multiple national championships. Turns, gives 3 up the middle, and he'll pick up 6. It'll be 3rd and 1, if not a first down. Nope, 3rd down and about a yard. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd. And Wilmington's just going to take it to the 4th. So we'll be back with the start of the 4th quarter here on the Brevard Sports Network. It's Wilmington 13, Satellite Beach nothing.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Hi, this is Michelle Rycroft with Beach Wave Volleyball Club, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
All right, welcome back here. We start quarter number 4. So Satellite Beach will play one more game if they lose this one. I believe it's a consolation game. They'll play for third place should they not win this. That's a nice quick pop there for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26. And right now, Wilmington chewing up space and time. Ball just outside the gridiron. Mama Red Zone. I'll have to get with Miss Jennifer and see if somebody said the camera's out of focus. I don't know. It looks good on my screen.
I mean, when it shakes, it probably just out of
Yeah, it's probably when it shakes. Turns, gives, number 3. He's content with 4 yards a carry. 4 times 3 is what, Caleb?
still 12, right?
Still 12, last time I checked. And again, that's a handoff up the middle. Copeland is there that time for number 1. He'll pick up 2. It'll be 3rd and 3 inside the Gridiron Mama red zone. Classy until kickoff. Turns, gives, he cuts it back, gets outside, breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and he's forced out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal to go for Wilmington. Another outstanding run by number 3. He did something very interesting there that you don't see running backs do. And you saw the defensive end come in and seal the edge. He did his job, right? But what the running back did was he ran right at him. And at the last minute, cut it back. That's pretty smart. Ball is actually placed at the 5. Got to zoom in a little bit here, man. Turns. Oh, ball's out. And Noah Flores has it. That's a fumble, and the Seahawks have recovered. Not done yet. And that is the first turnover of the game as they were going in for what surely would have been the game-sealing touchdown. They dropped the ball, and Noah Flores was there to recover it. So a bit of a break here, a light at the end of the tunnel that's not a freight train, and the Seahawks have got to take advantage here. Turns, gives the big Will Copeland. Copeland straight up the middle, and Copeland picks up 5. 2nd and 5. $7:44 to play in the game. Quick snap to Colston Patterson, and Patterson will pick up 4, and it'll be 3rd and 1. So working quickly here with the hurry-up offense. Or now they're back in a huddle. Quick huddle, though. 3rd down and 1.5. Spread out. 4 wide receivers. 3 and 1. Flores rolls, and he's going to have a first down and more. Noah Flores in the open field. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Noah Flores. And the Satellite Beach Seahawks are back in it. 84 yards. How about that? Yeah, and Colombo comes on to kick. This is a big, big extra point. Snap, the hold, the kick, and Colombo drills it. And with 6:42 to go in the game, the Satellite Beach Seahawks have life. Wilmington 13, Satellite Beach 8. What a run. I love Pop Warner football. My heart don't, but I do.
You don't like reading those cardiograms.
All of them, Rich, all of them. Noah came in with 25 D1 offers. Actually, when can you start off from junior year? Okay, sophomore year? That's right. Now look. Kick this ball as far down the field as you can kick it. Don't kick it to 3. But do not squib kick this to the front. Don't shorten the field for these guys. Colombo getting ready to put toe to leather. And they squib it. And he touches it, but it goes out of bounds. And Wilmington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 48. 80-yard touchdown there by Noah Flores. He broke, 4 tackles on that one. And then number 3, who I thought was going to catch him, just pushed him in the back and accelerated him into the end zone. And if you know what's going on with Noah, you know just how truly amazing that run was right there. All right, 1st and 10. Referees get together here. Seahawks get a stop, score a touchdown, win the football game. Just in that order. Gives to the up back, and Copeland drops him, but not before he picks up 5. .624 and counting here for Satellite Beach. There is life in the Seahawks here. 13-8, they trail. 2nd and 5 for Wilmington. This is number 3. He'll be stopped. Falls forward, picks up another yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2. To welcome in everyone watching here today. Five, 3:45 to go. Third and 2. First down, Wilmington. Straight up the nothing fancy going on here. Just straight power. Up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. You gotta stop it. First and 10, ball at the Satellite Beach 40. Turns, straight dive again, number 1. He'll pick up 4, second and 6. I don't know if they do. Probably shouldn't say this, but I don't know if they have a pinch play down on the center here. You got to try to do something to disrupt that center quarterback exchange. Nice job there. And Colston Patterson gets in, grabs an ankle, and coming in was Colton Brown. And it's 3:40 to go, 3rd and 6. Now Coach Jamie's going to have to start thinking about burning timeouts, stopping the clock. Another first down here with the way that they are controlling this time of possession. They can run the clock out. 3rd and 5, 5.5. Up the middle, and that's a gain of 4. It'll be, referee marks it generously close to the first down marker. This is going to be 4th down and 1. Not even 1. 4th and a half yard with 3:09 to play and a timeout on the field. All right, what do you do here? I mean, if you're the Buffalo Bills last night, right? Did you ever once put 9 in the box? And they're going to measure here even. And they're going to be short, but it's only going to be by the length of a football. I don't even know that you turn and hand this ball off. I think if you're the quarterback, you just keep it and, the quickest distance between 2 points is a straight line, not turning around and handing it off.
You look at your guard and center and say, give me a push.
Give me a push. Big 4th down here. If the Seahawks can hold them somehow, they'll get the ball back with under 3 minutes to play. If not, and that's exactly what they do, and that's a first down. Ball's out, but they're going to blow him down.
The whistle blew before the ball.
Yeah, the whistle blew before the ball came out. The referees in the stands aren't going to like it, but they did. That is a first down with 3:02 to go. Ball's at the Satellite Beach 29, and gut check time now. Got to take a timeout after this, too. And down goes the fullback. And that's exactly what Coach Ostrander does here. Takes a timeout. 2nd and 9. 1 timeout remaining for Satellite Beach with 2:24 to play. The winner advances to the 12U Pop Warner Super Bowl on Friday. Turn the camera over there. I don't know if you can see it in the distance, but there's Camping World Stadium right there. Play inside that stadium on Friday. We are live at Booker T. Reddick Field here on the campus of Jones High School. Brevard County usually comes over here and owns this campus. I had to slide that one in. Ball's at the 28-yard line. Look, we still create a turnover here. What a year it's been, regardless of what happens in the next 2:24. Quarterback, quick pitch, outside, number 3, cuts it back, still on his feet, and he'll be stacked up after a gain of only 2. It'll be 3rd and 5. I think you got to hold on to that final timeout, but no, he doesn't. He'll take it here. Not a bad job, I guess. I would have held it. Probably would have held it after 3rd down. All right, so no more timeouts. This is obviously 2-down territory. There's nothing left to say, but other than you got to stop them. And I tell you, as good as their backs are, the story for them today has been their offensive line. That's been the story. I mean, Satellite has faced better backs, you know, but I don't know if they've ever seen an offensive line better than this one this year. Satellite 9 in the box, and this is it right here. It's going to be 4th down and 4. A first down, and the game is over. A stop, and the Seahawks have life. 1:58 to go. This is the season. Plenty of time. I would put all 11 in the box. They stopped him. They stopped him. They stopped him. And the Seahawks will take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. .117, 80 yards, no timeouts. Here we go. Colston Patterson in motion, low snap. Flores keeps. Noah Flores gets outside. He cuts back. Noah Flores all the way out to the 45-yard line. They got to get back to the line of scrimmage. Right now, they are gassed. No, because they stopped the clock to move the chains. You get 35 seconds. I believe Wilmington took a timeout.
Okay, the ref just pointed wrong because the ref pointed.
Yeah, no, Ostrander had taken all 3 of his. 104. Noah Flores, all alone in the backfield. Quads for the first time today. That quad formation to the left. One wide receiver is Colston Patterson. Noah Flores brings it. Noah's at the 50. Flores out to the 40, out of bounds. He'll stop the clock. That ball is now at the 36-yard line, and I got to tell you right now, that defense is gassed. 1 minute to play. 1 minute.
All right, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you keep on running the football here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I don't stop running the football. Flores, 1st and 10. 38-yard line. Patterson to his right. Looks, throws. Wide open across the middle is Will Copeland. The clock will stop to move the chains. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Now he'll spike it, and they get set. And no. Wait a minute, you can't throw a flag now. They got set. This would be a terrible call. This would be a horrific call. Everybody was set. The guy was covered up. The referees are discussing it. But it should be 2nd down. Should be no call.
If it's taking this long to discuss.
The issue here is that here's the issue. The issue is that they placed the ball, they snapped the ball. This referee set the ball down. This referee wound his arm. They snapped the ball and spiked it. 5 yards is not going to make a difference either way, but this is a ridiculous. And the only thing this does is allows the defense to catch their breath. This is nothing more than an extended timeout to figure it out. And these guys catch their breath in the process, and that defeats the whole purpose of what you're trying to accomplish here. There's 5 of them. Yeah, all of that, and they're going to pick the flag up and just play. But I will tell you this, the Seahawks are going to catch a break here because it says 1st, it should be 2nd. So keep that in mind. See how big that turns out to be. Timeout, Wilmington. So that is their 3rd and final. Remember the infamous 5-down game? You were too young to remember that, but do you remember it? Colorado got 5 downs. I think it was against Nebraska. They scored a touchdown on the 5th down to win I think it was the conference title. I think it was Cordell Stewart. Yeah, you wouldn't remember Cordell.
What year was this?
I'm not even going to tell you what year it was.
That's my only comeback.
All right, 1st and 10 is the situation here. The ball is at the 25. The yard marker still says first down. Flores from the gun, Colston Patterson. To his right, Will Copeland in the slot near side. Flores rolls to his right, throws, caught. That's not going to get it done. That's a 3-yard pass. You got to force the ball down the field, and he overthrows the referee with the ball. 26 seconds to go. They got to be careful here. And that'll stop the clock. So it'll be 3rd down now. 14 seconds. 14 seconds. 3rd down. See, this is where that extra down right now. You got to throw it here. You got to throw the ball in the end zone on the next 2 downs. You just have to. I mean, you can't run it. You don't have time to get back to the line of scrimmage unless you're Noah Flores and you know you're going to get in the end zone. And he thinks get outside, Noah. Noah cuts outside, shooting for the pylon, out of bounds at the 3. 7 seconds. 1st and goal. Here, this is it right here.
I say you give it hand off to Copeland and just let him smash his way into the end zone. Because you haven't run that play.
I'm glad they got the 1st down there. I really am. All right, that ball is on the 3-yard line. Pick that up. The ball is on the 3-yard line. Turns inside. Flores gets it. Touchdown! Satellite Beach! Touchdown! And the Seahawks, with 2 seconds to go, have taken the lead. Noah Flores on a touchdown. 80 yards. Wow. What a drive. Colombo on for the extra. Oh, no, they're going to go for 1 here. Flores takes a knee. And with 2.6 seconds to go. What did he say?
Holy camping world.
With 2.6 seconds to play in the game. 2.6. 2.6 seconds. Now you squib kick it.
You squib kick it to the first man there and make sure the ball touches him.
It is, what is it, 14-13?
14-13.
14-13. What a finish. Noah Flores. Unbelievable. And as long as they cover this kick, Satellite Beach is going to the 12U National Championship game. So I did want to say I've waited nearly 40 minutes in game time to say this. My friend who commented on the page the other day, I believe the quote was, "They gonna run and clock you," is what the quote said. Yep, we're gonna run and clock this 2.6 seconds right off here. And it's got to be touched. They're going to get a play. They are going to get a play. One play. No, you got to touch it. You got to touch it. They're going to get one play because nobody touched the ball.
You take William Copeland, you place him there at the 25 or 30-yard line.
Look. You got to drop everybody back here. And you don't want to drop too many back. You want to play your defense. 2.6 seconds to go. Oh, my. All right. Caleb will pick up the camera here for the final play. 2.6 seconds. They've got everybody split out. One back in the backfield. 51 yards to go. Quarterback drops back, throws, and he overthrows it. And that'll do it. The Satellite Beach Seahawks have reached the 12U Super Bowl. It's over. It is over. Congratulations to Coach Jamie Ostrander and his coaches on an outstanding job here today. We'll stay with you through the handshake. An 80-yard touchdown run. A 3-yard touchdown run by Noah Flores. And the difference in the game, a Joseph Colombo kicked extra point, and the Satellite Beach Seahawks are moving on. Stay tuned to Brevard Sports Network as we'll provide you with updates here all day long on who they'll play and what time they'll play. I'll talk to Jen from Gridiron Mamas about streaming the game on Friday. So, all right, your final score. The Satellite Beach Seahawks have reached the finals. And then there were two. Your final score, Satellite Beach 14, Wilmington, North Carolina 13. Have a great day, everybody.